All right, thank you for waiting, everybody. We are back in action here. This time, we're St. Clair Saints Gold roster up against the University of Utah, coming in hot after their victory versus Kaiser University. We may have been denied the rematch, but that's A-okay. Utah, let's see what you got. I do believe Academy actually played them a little bit earlier and were able to take them out. So let's see. It's looking in our favor. Can the Saints Gold roster pull this one off? Some big shots actually coming in on the Saints Gold nets, but a good save there. But of course, we haven't necessarily been riding along with Saints Gold in terms on the commentary side. So of course, to introduce, we have Fabso, Vesh, and Christian here on St. Clair Saints Gold. Alongside for University of Utah, it's going to be Branch, Hydro, and Bonds. As we see Christian up to the skies, tries to take the shot. Nope, not this time, but Fabso is there, as well as Vesh. Try and push this one forward. Branch, though, is going to be able to push it away. Of course, the absolute dream scenario here for the Saints as an entire program would be to have multiple teams here in this top 8 going into the championship Sunday tomorrow. And I tell you what, this Gold Squad, we were talking about it a little bit in the pre-show, but they're so good still. Like, I don't like to think that there's a main team and a second team. I know the community kind of thinks so and gives that edge over to green, but on any given day, gold can be that team. So I still see these teams as equals, but looking at last season, my goodness, they could not quite catch a break. Over and over again, they were denied in the the lower final to just barely miss out on those top 8 payouts and those prizings and points, and could not then get into the championship, Championship Tuesday or the actual end of season championship either. So this is the season they're trying to change things up. I know Fabso looking to, or transitioned over from green over into gold. And we'll have to see how that makes change. So far, it's been good, but Bonds is going to put University of Utah here on the scoreboard first after the pass from Hydro. Off the face-off, it did go into the Saints zone for just a second, but now we're trying to transition this over into the University of Utah zone. Christian got sent to the Shadow Realm there. Fabso, double touch. Could he get the finishing blow? No, but there is some backup. Vesh is there. Christian shot on target. Barely going to be stopped by Hydro. Great save. Dash over to Christian. Christian get it himself, and he's going to brute force it right through the University of Utah defense. Let's take a look at this again. Picks it up himself, passes it over Bonds, through Nitro, through Branch. When there isn't a path ahead of you, I guess you just plow through it and make your own. As Christian immediately then just demos Branch for good measure as well. Vesh in the offensive zone here, trying to get another one here onto Utah, tied 1-1, of course, with about 2 minutes left to go in this first game. I thought we were in best of 3 territory, but Vesh sending me the message there in the last possible second, saving me from being an absolute bot once again. Branch going into the St. Clair crease, trying to brute force it himself, but no, is going to end up getting stonewalled there. Christian and Vesh in the corner. Hydro stole it, though. Breakaway opportunity. Going to get the goal. No. Fabso going to get a piece of it. Takes it out himself. Off to Vesh. Shot on target. What a redirect there from Branch, though. Able to get the crossbar involved. Stop that one from happening. Vesh could not get past Bonds, though. Bonds over to Hydro. Hydro looking to knock this one down. Ends up going to Brands, actually. Hydro with the one demo. Fabso looking to try and clear this. Bonds, though, kind of rips it right off of Vesh's car. Tipped in front, but no, could not find the finishing touch. Vesh with control in the Utah zone, looking to flick this up himself. He dropped it below Bonds. What a play from Vesh. Had he gone high, that would have been stopped. But the decision to go low was absolutely ridiculous, and you love to see it. And that's going to put the Saints up by 1 now with 30 seconds left to go. Last couple seconds were rather quiet, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth. So now, unless something crazy happens in this last couple of seconds, St. Clair looking to take game 1. Just a matter of getting this ball to hit the ground, and there it goes. Successful at doing so. That will be St. Clair Saints Gold taking game number 1. Shots this time rather even. This was 9 for St. Clair to 9 for Utah. So it doesn't get any closer than that, with 1 goal to Vesh, 1 goal to Christian. Unfortunately, I don't have a tally per se of their entire tournament run, but we can make a tally of how well they're doing since we've picked them up on the mainstream here. Vesh is a Giga Chad, absolutely. Plays like that, absolutely cannot agree more. Thank you for taking things into account. Yeah, absolutely. I know it's something I'm encouraged to do quite a lot, is to get some post-game interviews in here. I was running around. I was looking for a second microphone. Then I was told, hey, the next match is ready. It's like, all right. It is what it is. But off we go. Game number 2. St. Clair Saints Gold, University of Utah. Fabso gets past 1, gets past 2. Can he get the trifecta? Not this time. Hydro in position, ready and waiting. However, get the third person involved, or the second person involved rather, and that is going to be Vesh. Just capitalizing on an absolute cluster of miscommunicated defense. Bonds flies through. Hydro's nowhere to be found, and that is just... even Hydro's just saying great pass, which, I mean, if you've been around Rocket League ranks long enough, you know, there might not necessarily be as much sincerity in those words as you would expect. That, and what a save. So definitely a frustrating start there from Utah, but still plenty of time to make something happen. Vesh looking for another one, not going to happen. Christian off the backboard, looks to dive bomb it himself. Could not get there in time, though. And I love as soon as Christian ends up like taking his initial shot or making his pass, he's immediately going into the crease and just bumping every defender he possibly can. Whether it be stopping the next, stopping the defense from making the next save, or just slowing down them from getting a counterattack. It's been interesting to see, and I like what I'm watching. Branch looking to get past Fabso. Fabso's going to deny all 3 of them, actually. Can the Saints corral this into an offensive opportunity? They do get it started, but they do opt against it. Everybody on the side of the University of Utah blew what they had in the tank boost-wise to get back, and they've got full tank again. Meanwhile, St. Clair kind of skunked right now in terms of boost, so going to have to play it a little bit conservatively. Branch looking for a teammate, could not find them. It's going to be Fabso down the Christian. Christian looks for 1. Bonds with the save. Fabso there for the rebound. Off the backboard, is there a Saint there? Vesh is there, but could not get all of it because Hydro was on hot pursuit. A big demo coming out here from Vesh, though. That would have been problematic because I think Hydro would have had either a clear shot or a clear pass to their teammates. Probably could have tied up this game. Little Bonds and the rest of University of Utah looking to continue to pressure. Hydro to Bonds. Bonds shot on target. Vesh going to stop that one. Branch able to take out Fabso as well. No boost for you for a little bit until you go get it again yourself. Vesh to the skies. Good save from Hydro. Is there a rebound? Christian crosses the entire thing. And what a demo, what a goal there for St. Clair Saints Gold. Was just talking about Christian's goaltender interference. And a perfect example right then and there. No 2-minute penalties for goaltender interference in this game. Nope, that is encouraged, if anything. What a play there from Christian as well to even get that into the crease at all, considering there was 2 members flying at him, but the ball was cleared eventually. Fabso looking to move this thing on out. Awkward 50, dives straight up. Branch looking for Hydro, but Hydro had no boost to follow up, so this thing's gonna get sent right back into the Utah zone. Bonds is going to corral it for just a second. Pop fly ends up getting picked up by Fabso, who goes into the corner. Christian looking to set this up, has everybody where he wants them, could not squeak through though. Branch with a fantastic save. Hydro pass ends up going right to the Saints. Christian, this is going towards the net, but it is going to be Branch pushes the side. Plowed through everybody once, not going to plow through us again. Branch looking for the knockdown. Fabso, though, great job getting a piece of it. And Christian again finding himself a demo. A little bit of a breakout opportunity as well. Could not get it past the defenders. But all of these opportunities, sure, the Saints might not necessarily be scoring on them, but with the ball constantly being in the Utah zone, Utah ain't scoring either, so getting the job done. The 50 seconds is still plenty of time if Utah gets the opportunity to make a play. Good stop there from Branch. That was actually a really, really awkward save, but good on them to do it. Hydro off the backboard, looks for Bonds. It's going to end up being the right post taken down this time. Good opportunity, but could not capitalize on it. Same thing for Hydro, whiffs on the aerial. And that might be all she wrote. Let's get a 360 pop, shove it into the net for the hat trick. Absolutely love to see it. All time in the world. And that should, in theory, seal this game. Off the face-off, it's going on into the St. Clair zone. And now I'm second guessing myself. Tony Hawk fans, is a pop shove it just a 180 or a 360? I can't remember. It's been a while. But anyway, back to this one. Saints Gold taking game number 2 rather convincingly in a rather controlling fashion. Yeah, I'm not sure if y'all heard that. My game was stroking out there for a second, but okay, we're still connected. Still good to go. Shots this time, it really tells the story compared to how even it was last time. I believe that was 12 shots to 2. Well, in theory, one more time here for the gold roster. Get themselves into that next round, make themselves top 4 in the group. Just waiting on one of the teams to come back. I think they forgot it was best of 5. Oh, a couple of them are in here, so it'll be just a moment's time. But I hope everybody's been enjoying themselves today. I know first broadcast back. I'm enjoying myself as well. It is good to be back. And as we see in the background, it's game time. Game number 3 now underway here. One more game like game number 2, or game number 1 for that matter. And St. Clair Saints Gold will be moving on into that semifinal. Is there anybody waiting for them, I wonder? It's going to be either Boise State or Columbia College. And Christian is going to put us into the express lane of getting into that next round after Fabso's pass to Vesh, and Vesh ends up dropping this one off to Christian. Puts it in the back of the net. some other Saints news across the CRL. Unfortunately, our St. Clair Academy roster did end up dropping. Boise State did end up taking them out. But that is a finishing place in this group of 9th place, which I think actually does award points to the Academy team. Or am I thinking of this wrong? We'll have to double check that in a second, of course. Yeah, it should, in theory, that should give them 2 points. So there we go. Academy getting some points on the board as well towards this CRL Spring 2025 championship. But since that first goal, it's been a little bit quiet for the most part here for University of Utah, trying to get themselves out of here, but you can just see the control again, just constantly in the Saints' favor. Little flick pass here from Christian. Don't see that too often, but did end up just going cross field. Fabso off the backboard, looks to get it himself, but Bonds is going to be there. Vesh just going to stop this thing from getting cleared, however. Hydro looked to push it out, but Fabso is there to interfere. Shot on target, it's off the crossbar. Christian is right there at the crossbar as well. Pitches it in to stop it, but could not redirect it. Too awkward of an angle. Little lucky there for the University of Utah. They were definitely beat, but at least this game for them stays within 1. Shot from Bonds, looks to pick the corner, but he picked it maybe a little bit too good. Hits the post. So both teams getting a bit of a break, with Christian pitching it up against the crossbar and it's staying there. And then the University of Utah hitting the corner of the crossbar 2 times where both teams were beat, but not punished. Vesh is just going to not waste any more time, and he just blitzed that thing himself. What an absolute aggressive move here. You can tell it was a little bit awkward here from Bonds, trying to control it. What he inadvertently ended up being is a golf tee for Vesh to just take a 3-wood to and just smash it on into the hole immediately. So unlucky there for the side of Bonds and the University of Utah. Could not corral, could not control that ball. And it does end up punishing them. Saints are out of juice as of this moment. Vesh is the only one with any boost at all. Fabso finally picking some up. Branch tries to get past Vesh, not going to be able to beat them. Bonds gets a piece of it, but immediately gets punted away. A little bit of a revenge hit there onto Vesh. All kind of stuck here in the University of Utah zone. Fabso with control, has Vesh alongside, could not get the pass off though. Break out the underway, Bonds shot on target, it's gonna be stopped by Christian. Fabso now the other way is gonna force Hydro to put the Jets on, but could not control it. Christian centering pass, could not find someone to get that final shot. Fabso to the skies into the Utah zone, drops it down, Bonds gonna push it aside. Vesh, however, is going to be able to control it. Christian hovering around like a shark, looking for the pass, looking for the opportunity to strike. I say like a shark, but I've been told he's a capybara, but I don't think of a capybara as a very ferocious animal. Very, very slow push here for Utah through the center. I feel like they had plenty of time to actually make that happen. But they really, really didn't commit to anything, and they're just blowing a ton of time here. Christian from the corner. Fabso with a good little punt. Vesh is going to try and get this ball towards the center, but we kind of are just mosh pitting right into the left corner of the University of Utah zone. Christian off the rooftops, right back into the corner. And as of this moment, I think it's safe to say that St. Clair Saints Gold is going to be looking to move on forward into that lower semifinal. Just got to hit the ground one more time, and that will confirm it. St. Clair Saints Gold 3-0 University of Utah, moving forward into the lower semifinal of their group. They have this match and then potentially one more if they keep winning to find themselves into the top 8 alongside St. Clair Saints Green, which would be absolutely incredible having both the teams. It's going to be a nightmare for me to try and stream tomorrow. This was kind of tough enough as is, where we had both streams running, but with it being 2 top 8 games, I want to cast both. And you can't cast both at the same time, but we'll at least have it streamed no matter what. Don't get me wrong there. We'll figure something out. But with that, of course, incredible job once again there from St. Clair Saints Gold. Very, very aggressive, especially I give Christian some props there once again. Just extremely aggressive. Loving the pass into goaltender interference, the demos. Love seeing it. Vesh is an absolute giga chat, like Twitch chat was saying before. And same thing with Fabzo, just an absolute play-making master. So things have been looking so far so good here. Let's take a look at the bracket again. Exclamation mark bracket in the Twitch chat. We'll bring up the bracket for you to follow along at home. And one thing I am seeing, so of course it's Columbia College and Boise State. We play whoever wins with that. That game is currently 25 minutes in. So if it's 3-0, they'll be finishing shortly. But if that match is competitive at all, they probably still have another 10 minutes or so. But we do see Davenport University Black in the lower final. So if the Saints win this next game coming up, they'll have to play Davenport to qualify into that Day 2 top 8 double elimination. And like I had said during the pre-show, like I had said a couple times so far over the broadcast, that gold roster, just for whatever reason, has just Davenport right on their back, constant thorn in their side. So, heck, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see today be the day that they get it going and get the job done. But I also don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. We still have Boise or Columbia coming right around the corner. And this is going to be my quick opportunity to snag some water before we get into the next matchup. So we are going to throw this to a very, very brief break. We'll be back on the field as soon as the next match is ready. Of course, we'll be on this screen, so you'll kind of see up here once the lobby starts moving and kind of know when to expect the next match to get started. Again, my name's Dan Banner, and again, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back very, very, very shortly.